Business fraud generally, the discoverability of it is on the rise, but the level and the extent of the dishonesty and the thefts is broad. It's from small amounts to extremely large amounts. But the issue really is that the loss of funds from a company being effectively shareholders' funds always creates financial stress for the organisation, and it's really how that organisation deals with that financial stress. The main contributing factor to fraud is that many companies think they have in place good processes and procedures and authorisations and the like, but the reality is they may be good, but they don't fit properly with the products they're using. And so there are gaps in the product, and notwithstanding they think they're using and implementing the right processes and procedures, the fraudster is able to sidestep, even though all those processes and procedures are in fact being followed. In my experience, the amounts generally are discovered in the order of 20 to 30,000 at the bottom end, and they range up to multiple millions. So it's right across the range. The money's taken out of the cash flow really is an impact on the equity of the business, creates significant stress on the business owner and operator, and often a disastrous effect. The typical perpetrator, in my experience, and I've seen a bit of this, is generally someone who is close to the business owner, is trusted, is often a long-term employee, but it's also someone who's aware of the systems and processes in the organisation and has a good line of sight as to whether there are any ways of moving around those, whether it's products, structures, processes, procedures and the like. Many fraudsters understand that the information that is given by a business to a bank is not fully used by the bank. The major issue that I've seen and experienced is that the information that is given to a bank always includes the name of a payee and an account number of a payee and an amount and a date, but the information and how it's used by the bank is inconsistent, and secondly, how it is understood by the business users. So what generally happens is that a fraudster, knowing that the bank is not using all the information, simply manipulates the account number with the correct name of a payee. It is the most common cause of fraud in my experience. So when you have that level of trust, even though you have the systems in place and the product has an undisclosed fraud, hole in it, then that's really where your problem is, and that's where they're exploiting it. So it's a breach of trust, and the person that you're trusting understands the product better than the business owner. That's your mismatch.